At Central Bank, we're passionate about UK athletics and for delivering incredible customer service. Sometimes we ask for coaching help.
Now this guy comes into our lobby looking totally confused, but watch the coverage we deliver to help him. Now that's nice work. Now look at this desk. It's wide open. Who's supposed to be in this gap? Now this is our bank, and no customers left open in our bank.
The coach is helpful, a little intense, but helpful.
One area, I think the wide receiver position would be that position that because of we don't have as much experience at that position, but I'm really excited about what has walked through the door. I mean, that's the buzz around our office, our complex about some of those young wide receivers. And I say that and to say this, that those young wide receivers are all truly wide receivers. They're not guys that we have to teach the position. We got to teach them plays. We don't have to teach them to position. We had to teach these last 5 that came in with Randall's group. We had to teach those guys how to be receivers, how to carry yourself like a receiver because they've been quarterbacks for so long. So I'm a lot more comfortable now with the buzz that we're hearing from the upper class. Running back position, with the offensive line that we have coming back, I feel comfortable that all our guys got to do is run the daylight, and I feel comfortable that we have enough quality backs, that are upperclassmen. But I'm also excited again those young freshmen back. The buzz is going around with those guys also. So I'm excited about all of our skill positions on offense. Guys, you pick out one of those wide receivers. I'm telling you, all of those guys. Daryl Collins, DeMarco Robinson, now Daniels was here for a little bit. So just all those young guys, Caffey Clemens, those guys are, and like I said, I've never heard this type of buzz going around with our players, and I think that's exciting to hear it. The kid right here from Bryan Station, the Miller kid, I mean those offensive linemen who are veterans, been here a long time, seen guys come and go, seen guys with 4 stars come and go and not play here. Seeing a guy like him come in here and say, Coach, this guy's the real deal. So that's the thing that gets you excited about this football team, that our upperclassmen now know what it takes to be successful at this level, and we're seeing it by the buzz that we're hearing from them. We'll change camp around a little bit. That's something that I've learned. I think that will help us. We split practices where we bring in the first and third teamers, and then we brung back the second and fourth teamers for practice. But I think this year we'll practice all together, practice a little bit longer. We'll keep the freshmen for about 15, 20 minutes, and while conditioning is going on with the veterans, and after the veterans have conditioning, we'll allow those guys to come over and help us coach some of those young guys. So because there's so many of the young guys that we have to get ready. So we'll change around some things that we feel like that we've learned from practicing last year during training camp. There'll be some things during the season that we'll change around also that we feel like that will help us better prepare this team. It's every year there's different ways to prepare different teams. I mean, if you 2007, the teams that we had with Keenan and those guys being veterans, you could have done a lot of things a lot different with those guys than you can with the team that we have today. We just feel like the way we have to prepare this team is try to practice all together, so the freshmen see the upperclassmen getting the reps and seeing them succeed at the reps, and knowing that a lot of kids what they do is they are visual, and I think it helps in them seeing some of the veterans practice early. Rock and Teddy decided to do on the 4th to give them a longer break, so they brought them in on Thursday, and they loved it. It wasn't like they loved it. They felt that they were a lot more alert, they felt together. We felt like the team was more together, and so therefore they have recommended to Rock and his staff, and they have taken their recommendation to heed, and now are starting to implement that in our program as being a Thursday night light deal. I think it's you always have to listen to your players, and Rock and Teddy are doing that, and therefore we will move to a Thursday night workout. We talked about it a couple of weeks ago when we introduced our uniforms. That's that's what's selling nowadays. Uniforms are selling, video boards. You gotta be creative at the stadium, try to create an atmosphere, and that just goes along with trying to attract recruits and have fans get involved also. You always think that the chemistry is good, and but somewhere along the line, it might have gotten away from us. But we feel like that this team is. That's one of the things that we've tried to stress as much as we possibly can. That the teams that get the best players don't always win championships. Therefore, all those ratings that the number one ranked team in recruiting win every year, and we wouldn't even have to line up. But the teams that are together, the teams that are disciplined, the teams that are tough, the teams that are physical, that's what we've been trying to preach to our players. I mean, that if we stay together, we're physical, we're disciplined football team, that we'll win games.